Hey there, and welcome back to Crystal Talks. It's Katie and Cynthia here. We are bringing you another unique crystal today. I feel like this is one you don't hear about a lot, but it has some really great benefits, some really great energy. This is a stone that is believed to have been formed 298 million years ago at an estimated depth of 18 miles below Earth's surface. Pretty cool. It's been around in Earth, kind of like absorbing all that energy, all those vibrations for so long. And now we have it here that we can kind of harness that energy. What are we talking about today, Cynthia?
The beautiful Larvikite. It's a kind of a mysterious stone. It's also known as Norwegian Moonstone. I've heard it called Black Labradorite, but it's not a Labradorite or a moonstone at all. It's just a beautiful stone with a soft but deep grounding energy. Um, Truly, if it's not in your collection, it should be. You'll come to love it.
I agree. It's definitely a special stone. And it was first discovered in our modern, world in Larvik, Norway, which is where it gets its name from.
Mhm.
In ancient times, it was used in rock carvings. There's mention of larvikite being used for commercial use in basements of houses in like 1790 in the 1790s. So it has a little bit of history, despite it being more of a more recent discovery. But like I said, it's been growing and absorbing that energy and forming for 298 million years. Pretty special. So, what benefits do we know of for larvikite?
Well, as you can imagine, after all that time in the deep earth, it's very grounding. It anchors you to the earth, and but it's especially helpful during times of spiritual work. At the same time, it shields against negative energy and psychic interference, which of course is why it's so good for spiritual work. Along that same line, it's very good with mental clarity and focus. It helps clear that mental fog and supports logical thinking. So naturally, then it would enhance concentration and problem-solving skills. It's good for working when you're doing inner transformation work. It aids in breaking down old patterns and just, embracing that change that you want to make. So along with that, as you would imagine, it supports emotional healing and self-development. Um, and it's also very, very good with intuition and visionary insight because it stimulates that inner vision and the psychic abilities. You can see how that all kind of works together. At the same time, it's excellent for cleansing and detoxification. It helps purify those subtle energy bodies, and it can help clear negative attachments and emotional residue, which again is excellent when you're working, with intuition and spiritual work. Sometimes things can come in, negative energy can come in that you don't want, and this is a great one. So that's one reason why it has become one that I feel is essential for you to have in your tool belt. You know,
For sure. And it's no surprise, based on the benefits that you've shared, that it aligns with the root and third eye chakra. It has those grounding properties, but it also has that insight, that intuition, the visions, the psychic abilities that both of those chakras hold. So no surprise there. It also aligns with the element of water and fire. So you've got some really fun energy going on there, really kind of harmonious energy, right? Water and fire balance each other out. And then it also aligns with the goddess Hecate, which is the goddess of transformation, and Demeter. And then it aligns with Demeter, the goddess of earth. Got a little mixed up in my words there. Um, so really kind of beautiful, amazing energy as we've been talking about. What are some really great ways that someone can use larvikite, Cynthia?
well, you may get into this in a little bit more deeply, but it's great for use during meditation. It helps deepen the practice, the meditation practice, because it helps so much quiet the mind and strengthen your connection to the earth energy at the same time. You could carry it with you in a pouch, maybe in your pocket as a protective stone. It's especially helpful if you find yourself often in crowded or know you're going to be in a crowded or emotionally charged environment, aka family gatherings. You can put it on your desk to help improve focus and absorb that information. It also helps you stay mentally clear during your tasks or meeting, which is, get her done. Um, it helps with sleep because it clears away that negativity. Put a piece under your pillow beside your bed to promote that restful sleep. And you'll find it helps with dream recall and lucid dreaming if you're doing work in that area. It's great in energy clearing rituals. To wave it through your aura or set it in a space where, heavy energy needs to be lifted, what we've talked about. And it certainly can be used in grids with stones like amethyst or labradorite that help balance spiritual insight with grounding support. I'm sure it's many, many ways that you could find to use it in a grid. What do you think, Katie?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it'd be great for a grid. And then you can pair it when you make your crystal grid, you have your intention, and you pair it with some mantras to kind of harness that intention. Mantras like, my energy is grounded and protected. I am letting go of what no longer serves me and open to deeper understanding. Whatever your intention is, pairing that mantra with, what that intention is and being able to carry that energy throughout the day with you.
Perfect.
Yeah. And like Cynthia said, great stone for meditation. Encourage grounding, encourage healing, deeper understanding, that mental clarity, that mental calm. Really, really beautiful stone. Great option is to grab a Larvikite worry stone, which we do happen to have at ewbms.com. I really love worry stones for meditation because it has that little divot in it, right, where you can kind of rub with your thumb, and it can help when you are feeling way up here and you're just sitting there for meditation and you're trying to kind of bring it down and be able to be in that meditative state. So really powerful for that. You can also bring it into your yoga practice for focus, for release, for transformation. Place it in your pocket. You can put it on your mat. You can put it near like your root or third eye chakra in Savasana, depending on what your intention is for your practice. So really some great ways to use Larvikite for sure. Um, what are some essential oils we could pair with Larvikite?
Well, depends on what your intention is, as we've said before. If you're working on mental clarity and focus, then I suggest rosemary, lemon, peppermint, or maybe frankincense. My brain just went, oh, I don't know. Anyway, for grounding, cedar, vetiver, patchouli, sandalwood. Emotional healing, you might find one of these good places to start, rose, bergamot, lang lang, or clary sage. The psychic abilities, if that's, your intention, then try starting with clary sage, frankincense, sandalwood, blue tansy, or melissa. And the cleansing and detoxification, if that's, the direction you want to go, then good ones to start with are lemon, grapefruit, juniper berry, rosemary, or tea tree, aka melaleuca. These are just places to start. There are many, many, many oils that will support your work with Larvikite. So if your intention, once you get into this, is telling you to go a different direction, then by all means, give that one a try. Anything there particularly appeal to you, Katie?
Sandalwood. That's one that's usually calling to me, but that's one stood out to me today. Although I did like Frankenstein.
Yes, that's a great oil.
um, So, however you are choosing to use Larvikite, you really want to make sure you are cleansing and charging the stone. It's super important when you're working with any crystal. For Larvikite in particular, you can use moonlight, sunlight, the earth, water, salt, smudging, sound healing, and or Reiki to cleanse or charge your Larvikite stone. Any of those will be a really great option. So, as you can see, if you've made it this far with us with the video, Larvikite is a pretty special stone. It's got a lot of amazing energy, a lot of great uses for it to have in your toolbox. And it's a pretty versatile stone, and it has some beautiful kind of designs in there as well. If you like to look at the different coming together of the crystal, right? The formation of the crystal and the stone. So pretty cool stone. We do have Larvikite at ewbms.com. We have it in worry stones. I believe we have it in double points as well. It's a really, really special stone. So check it out and let us know how you're using Larvikite. We'd love to hear from you. Of course, as always, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our future videos. We are here every week with a new video about crystals, about essential oils, aromatherapy, all kinds of fun stuff. And we'd love to see you back here with us next week. Until then, take care.